What's going on, guys, and welcome back to some more Flash Jackson Road to the Show. We are nearing the end of his first season. He's playing for the Jackson Generals right now. We are in August, and you can see his new advancement goals as Jackson. He was benched last episode after failing his goals, and now he is back in the starting role. So you can see in his last 10 games, batting .227, trying to lift the average up still, and just have a good end to the season. We want to be able to go to AAA next year, hopefully. And to begin this episode, Jackson will hit it to short, and he's going to beat out the throw and end up on first base. So now 0-2 and 2 outs as Jackson gets his lead. Pitcher's going to deal. Jackson takes off. He wants to steal second, and he is safe. So Jackson puts himself in scoring position with 2-2, 2 outs. Ball's hit right to the first baseman. He's going to step on first to end the threat. And now we go bottom of the 7th. The Generals are down by 2 as Jackson looks at that 12-6 curveball. Not much break, but he looks at it for now. It's 0-2, and then he's going to hit a pitch away, and a little bit early, it's going to get past the third baseman. So Jackson is going to get credit for a single. But the Generals would not get any runs home. We go to the bottom of the 9th now. It's a last chance for the Generals, and Jackson hits it to right field. That is going to be a single. It should score a run as the runner rounds third and goes home, and Jackson gets the RBI. So now it's 0-1, 2 outs, runners at the corners as the ball is hit to right field, but it's going to be skied, and it's in foul territory, it looks like, and it's caught by the right fielder, and that ends the game. Jackson goes 3 for 5 in this game, a solid game, 1 RBI, and then the manager says, because you're not following the instructions, he already told me not to steal on my own, and I did that time, and so I got benched for a game. But we're back in the starting lineup next couple games later, actually. It's bottom of the 8th. Look at that 12-6 off the plate, 3-2 count, and then we got to swing at that. Jackson gives us a ride to left field, and we need a home run for this advancement goal period. Jackson does not have that much power, and that is going to be caught for and out. So now we go to the bottom of the 9th as Jackson is first pitch swinging, and he's going to get another RBI in the 9th inning. It gets past the left fielder, and Jackson's going to continue to go. He's not going to get credit for the second RBI, and then he takes a hard turn, and he's actually going to be safe at second. Looks like the man covering second was not able to locate Flash. So now 2 outs, and the ball is hit. But it's going to be playable, and the Generals are done in this game as well. So Jackson goes 1 for 5, gets another RBI, doing some solid progress on the advancement goals. We're going to go ahead and now work on the base running ability, because I'm tired of Jackson stumbling all the time, and we get that goal done. But that 1 home run, that's going to be the big one to look for, because Jackson hasn't even hit one before. And then here's Jackson getting a nice base hit. His contact is getting better, making much more solid contact and getting it through the infield instead of hitting it at people all the time. Bottom of the 3rd now, down the left field line. That's another multi-hit game. It's going to be for Flash as he goes to first. He's going to hold up with a single. Maybe when I get his speed higher, we'll stretch that one into a double, but not for now. Then the ball is going to be hit to left field, and that one is going to go yards, so Jackson will score. My preferred spot in the lineup is actually to bat third, because I like getting RBIs, and then that cleanup hitter behind me is a lot better than that number 2 guy that's usually up after Jackson gets on base. But we go ahead to the bottom of the 5th as Jackson takes a fastball off the plate. It's now 1-2, 1 out in the inning, and Jackson, he's going to take that pitch inside right to left field. It's going to go reach the wall. Jackson has extra bases. He will be in with a double. He's been hitting a lot of them recently after not having any extra base hits to start his career for a very long stretch. Now 1-2, ball hit to left field, but it is going to be caught, and the threat is done in the inning. Go to the bottom of the 7th. The Generals have a 4-0 lead, 2-0, and Jackson not swinging at that high fastball. So now it's 3-0, and Jackson takes inside, and that is a 4-pitch walk. My eye is improving, and I'm not going to swing at a 3-0 pitch anyways. So 3 for 3 in that game. Got on base all 4 plate appearances, batting .386 now in his last 10 games. That is the number we want to see. That'll definitely help him get the AAA, and here he strikes out swinging on that fastball away. I have a lot of trouble timing those away pitches, especially sliders. Now, bottom of the 9th, Jackson looking to spark something for the Generals here, and he's going to get one past the third baseman, and he's on base. And so now there's a little threat from the Generals, but there's 1 out. He's on second now, tying run at the plate, but that is going to be a double play, and that ends the game. And Jackson, he ends up going 1 for 4 in this ball game, going to .228 now at the average. Hits are over strikeouts. That's good to see. I struck out a lot to begin his career, but I've definitely improved over the course of this first season. Jackson continuing to get on base. Even though that hit isn't very pretty, it's still going to get through the infield and put Jackson at first. But then a ground ball is going to result in a double play. And now we go to the second inning, and I gotta swing at this. I love these pitches that are in the middle or inside. That's my hot zone, and that's going to be a single to left field. I've been getting a lot of hits over there, but I've been able to spread it out recently, getting a lot of hits to center as well. So now Jackson hit to right field. I couldn't tell if it was caught or if it hit the ground, so I'm just like running back and forth all over the place, and it was not caught, so I ended up getting out. We go to the top of the 10th inning right now, and Jackson hits one to deep short, and he's unable to field it, and so Jackson does reach. Runners at first and second, and with 2 strikes, the batter bunts a perfect sacrifice. He's actually almost safe. Could have had bases loaded, nobody out. So instead now 2-2 and 1 out, a big at bat, and that one's going to be skied to center field, and Jackson, the runner at third, looking to tag up to one of the deepest parts of the ballpark, and now Jackson takes off. He's going to be waved around third base. Jackson looking to advance 2 bases on the sacrifice fly, and he does score. So 2 RBIs for that batter on the sacrifice fly, and the Generals do win 6-3, 3-for-5 performance for Jackson. So it's continuing to work on durability as we're getting that out of the way, and then work on contact and other attributes. From here on out, got 2 weeks to work on whatever I want to do, but still got to hit a home run and not make any errors for this advancement goal period. And over his last 10 games, Jackson has been hitting over 400 now, a lot of multi-hit games too. That's what I wanted to see. Wasn't getting a lot for a while, and that's why his average was so low, obviously. And here, an opportunity with a guy in scoring position, but he's going to pop out, and it's an infield fly rule. Now the Generals are down by 2, top of the 4th. Jackson takes a fastball low. It's now 1-2. Don't want to strike out in this situation. And then he's going to swing at one away, but it's a liner that's stabbed by the shortstop, and he's out. Top of the 8th. Still no score from the Generals. A fastball off the plate. Jackson takes 3-0, taken all the way. And this time a slurve is going to be good for a strike, but 3-1, I usually don't give myself the green light here unless I get something I really like, and I end up taking another walk. So Jackson advances to first base, bases get loaded, 1-2, 2 outs, and the ball's going to be hit to left field. Jackson around third base, runs are going to come in to score, and the Generals are finally on the board as that double plates 2. And the Generals get a come-from-behind victory to win 5-3. Jackson goes 0 for 4, but that walk was very pivotal in the game. And I'm going to work on bunting right now just because they were going down. They were decreasing. I don't want things to go down. I'm not sure at the rate they go down, but I was just being safe anyways. And here, it was one of my first times going against a submarine pitcher, but it goes just fine for Flash Jackson as he hits a single right back up the middle. Top of the 3rd now, 3-1. Jackson takes another walk, so my eye must be improving if I take 3 walks in an episode. Probably one of the lowest on the team in terms of how many walks I've taken. And now a hit to right field. Jackson's going to go to third base, and a runner does score. And now with runners at the corners, the opportunity to get some more runs with nobody out. And another hit to left is going to bring in Jackson. So he scores, and the Generals are doing pretty well in this game. It's 4-0, top of the 4th. And swinging at that changeup out of the zone a little early on it. So now 0-2, trying to avoid the strikeout. And Jackson, that one's going to the gap. It's deep, and it's not going to be caught by the left fielder. He dives and misses, so Jackson, he's going to go to second base. He wants to go 3, looking for the first triple in Flash Jackson's career, and it's not going to happen. I got to start holding up. Just no more triple attempts until I have 70 speed, I think. And later in the game, Jackson is going to ground out to the third baseman and getting another at-bat still top of the 9th. It's 7-3, see if they can extend this lead as Jackson. Here you get a hit to right field, so he's spreading it all over now. He's having a lot of good contact hits all over the field. He goes 3 for 5 in this game, averages up to 236 now, the highest that I've seen it in this series, well, other than like the first 10 games where it was in the 300s, but we can focus on more training power. It's in the 30s for right and the 20s still for left, and still working on contact as well. And I'm not sure exactly why I even have a home run goal. I'm not a power hitter at all. My attributes are very low. I'm more accustomed to getting on base. I'm doing a good job of that lately, so why don't you give me some hit objectives? But anyways, Jackson is having a very solid end of the season, and we'll have one more episode to conclude the final games of his first year playing for Jackson, and we will see how the end of the year goes if Jackson can finish on a hot streak. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.